Thrawn Ascendancy Lesser Evil drops in just a few days, and this has been quite the trilogy. The books have come out extremely fast, but Timothy Zahn has managed to pack a ton of detail and intrigue into each book. So though they've come out in close succession to each other, with all of the Star Wars content that's come out this year, it can be hard to remember all of the little plot points and figure out exactly what's important. Fear not though, as Youtini is here to help. Hi everyone, I'm Nathan Emery, content creator here at Youtini, and I'm going to take you through Thrawn Ascendancy Greater Good, hit all of the major plot points so that you can know exactly what's going on going into Lesser Evil. And as I'm sure can be expected, this is going to be completely spoiler filled, so if you haven't read the book, avoid this video, click out now, go read the book first. But if you have read it and need a refresher, stick around. And if you need a refresher on the previous book, Chaos Rising, check out the link in the description for our video on that book. With all that said, let's jump into Greater Good. So we're going to go in chronological order here, hitting on the major plot points. So Jixtus, the mysterious puppet master behind General Yiv the Benevolent, continues to plot his domination of the chaos, setting his sights firmly on the Chiss Ascendancy. Together with the help of one of his associates, Haplif of the Agbui, they hatch a new plan. Haplif ventures into the chaos with a fake family under the guise of being cultural nomads. They soon meet a Chiss couple, Yaponik and Yomi, who are also traveling the Ascendancy. Haplif convinces the Chiss that they should travel together, secretly hoping to use them to make important Chiss contacts. Meanwhile, after the defeat of General Yiv and the Nicardan Destiny, Senior Captain Thrawn and Admiral Aralani are mopping up the remaining Nicardan forces throughout the chaos. They're joined by Senior Captain Lakinda, a Zodlak yearning for the same notoriety as her comrades. So back on Scylla, Syndic Thurfian continues to plot against Thrawn, this time working with Syndic Zastalmu to plant rumors of a Peateus Vagari alliance that they hope will entice Thrawn to make an era worthy of his demise. Elsewhere, despite their shared travels, Haplif and Yomi begin to butt heads. Haplif seems too concerned with going to Selwys to meet Councillor Lakaviv, a local dignitary, while all Yomi wants to do is go to various worlds and watch bird migrations. Poor Yaponik is stuck in the middle. After tensions build to a boil, Yomi discovers one of Haplif's secrets. He is telepathic and has been reading their minds using physical touch to influence them to do his will. Given mounting pressure from Jixtus to finish the job, Haplif is left with no choice and secretly murders Yomi, convincing Yaponik that she abruptly left, preferring to travel alone for a while. So Haplif and Yaponik then go to Selwys and meet Lakaviv. Haplif requests a small plot of land to farm his people's spices. So to ensure the deal goes smoothly, he bribes Lakaviv, and long story short, Lakaviv grants Haplif land on the farm of a local named Lakfro. But he is suspicious of his new guest and sends the jewelry that was the bribe to be analyzed. So Haplif settles in on the new land, much to the despair of Lakfro. The two manage to coexist, thanks especially to jewelry for Lakfro's wife and daughter. Lakfro sends a piece of jewelry off to his cousin, a member of the expansionary defense fleet, to be analyzed as well. So the cousin in turn suggests sending the jewelry back to Thrawn. Back in the chaos, Thrawn splits off from Aralani's fleet to return to the planet Rapak, home of the Pakash people who he had previously befriended, though he is quickly pulled into a new mystery as the Pakash reveal that they are protecting a group of refugees of an unknown species from an unknown planet led by a matriarch called the Magus. The Magus has declared her homeworld lost and plans to demand mass suicide by the survivors, believing that once they all join what she calls the Beyond, their planet will be better prepared for newcomers. So as Aralani continues hunting down the last of the Nicardan Destiny, she finds its last few bases already destroyed. Shortly after, she receives orders directly from Scylla that Thrawn is to return home immediately, but he is too far out of range to get the message, so she sends Lakinda after him. Back on Selwys, after Haplif's jewelry is analyzed, a startling discovery is made. It contains pure Nyx, a metal that is crucial for warship hulls in the Chiss expansionary defense fleet. But to use such a precious and valuable metal for homemade jewelry would mean Haplif and the Agbui must have a large supply, or lack understanding about the value of it. So both of these facts are confirmed by Haplif, and so Lakaviv decides that he must secure the secret Agbui planet which contains the Nyx mine for not only the Chiss Ascendancy but his own Zodlak family, hoping to return it to its previous status as a ruling family. Meanwhile on Rapak, Thalius manages to convince the Magus to visit her home planet with the Chiss to see if all hope is truly lost. Upon arrival to the planet, which Thrawn nicknames Sunrise, they are quickly attacked by a small force of gunships and a dreadnought. Lakinda arrives just in time to render aid, and the dreadnought is forced to flee after destroying all of its own gunships, leaving no clues behind for Thrawn to evaluate. After returning to Scylla, Thrawn receives a new mission, to travel to Peataeus to investigate rumors of Vagari pirate activity. Lakinda and Ar'alani are to go back to Sunrise. Upon their return, Ar'alani and Lakinda again face off with the dreadnought, but this time they find an artificial asteroid housing a missile, explaining how the destroyed Narcardan bases met their demise. Though they're able to defeat the dreadnought, the missiles detonated, destroying the dreadnought and all evidence once again. Elsewhere, Thrawn finds a Peataeus force waiting for him, though they fire on him using minimally damaging lasers, cluing him in that they are secretly requesting aid. They are being controlled by none other than the Narcardan, so Thrawn's able to free them and is rewarded with the supposed coordinates of a Vagari pirate base. But after traveling there, Thrawn is ambushed once again by a group of starfighters, which he soon discovers are being remotely controlled. So he captures some of them and shortly wins the battle. Someone had arranged a skirmish, hoping to keep Thrawn occupied while other things unfolded. Thrawn then receives the jewelry sent by Lakfro's cousin and shows it to the Magus, who is able to confirm that it was made by her people on her planet, meaning Sunrise is the location of the Nags, not the secret Agbui planet. On Selwis, after being ignored by his superiors, Lakaviv calls a family emergency, an ancient Chiss ritual that immediately transitions Zodlak Chiss from their duties in the expansionary defense fleet to respond to a family-related crisis. Soon enough, the Zodlak family sends a warship to the Agbui planet, intending to take control of it for the family. However, several other Chiss families have done the same thing. Somehow they all came to know about the planet around the same time. Thrawn arrives at the Agbui planet to find the Chiss family's forces poised to fight each other. He uses the remotely controlled ships he captured to pretend he's being attacked by pirates, forcing the Chiss to work together against an alien threat. So with the help of Turi and the coordination of Lakinda aboard the Zodlak warship, Thrawn is able to manufacture a devastating crash between several of the remote ships, causing their debris to land precisely on the fake Nayak's mine, destroying it. The Chiss families are left with nothing to fight over, and none realize that the mine was a hoax all along. On Selwis, Lakfro confronts Haplet for his treachery and ultimately kills him, but the rest of the Agbui escape. Meanwhile, Kilori of Oandalan, who is revealed to be the navigator of the Agbui, meets with Jixtus. Jixtus reveals that he is working on behalf of the Grisks, and gives Kilori a new mission, to learn how the Chiss navigate the chaos. After the near Chiss civil war, Syndic Zastalmu offers Lakinda a spot in the Arizi family as a trialborn, rather than her current place in the Zodlak family as a mere adoptive. She's unsure if she will take it, but she does rather like the sound of what would be her new name, Zienda. Finally, after Thuraki's death, Syndic Thurfian is made the new patriarch of the Myth family, the most powerful position in the hierarchy. His new senior aide, Thivik, then states, "I will tell you of the ancient history of the myth, the true history so long suppressed, and I will tell you of a terrible alien weapon known as Starflash." Phew. So that's Thrawn Ascendancy Greater Good in just a few minutes. Hopefully you were able to keep up with all of those plot points and that refreshed some of the holes you might have in your memory. And hopefully you're excited and you feel filled in going into Thrawn Ascendancy Lesser Evil. As always, stay tuned to Youtini for our review of that book, and may the Force be with you.